Far beyond low Earth orbit, beyond the protective shield of Earth's magnetic field, beyond the region where human beings have lived and worked continuously for decades aboard orbiting space stations, humanity is preparing to return astronauts to the surface of the Moon. But this return will not resemble the missions of the past. More than half a century after the final Apollo astronauts departed the lunar surface, a new generation of explorers is preparing to venture into an environment far more dangerous, complex, and unforgiving than anything encountered during the golden age of lunar exploration. These are the Artemis missions. And unlike Apollo, Artemis 3 and Artemis 4 will confront risks that no human beings have ever faced before. During the Apollo era, astronauts traveled to the Moon for only brief periods of time. The missions were short, highly constrained, and focused primarily on proving that lunar landings were possible. Most crews spent just a few days on the surface before returning directly to Earth. But Artemis is fundamentally different. This time, humanity is not simply visiting the Moon. It is attempting to remain there. The goal of Artemis is to establish a long-term human presence in deep space, beginning with the Moon and eventually extending toward Mars. To achieve this, astronauts will travel farther, stay longer, depend on more complex technologies, and operate in environments that expose them to dangers Apollo largely avoided. Among the greatest of these dangers is radiation. On Earth, life exists beneath an invisible shield created by the planet's magnetic field and atmosphere. Together, they protect the surface from enormous quantities of high-energy particles constantly arriving from the Sun and from deep space itself. But once astronauts leave Earth orbit, that protection rapidly disappears. During the Apollo missions, astronauts pass through dangerous radiation regions relatively quickly. Their journeys lasted only a matter of days, limiting overall exposure. Artemis astronauts, however, may spend weeks or even months operating in deep space environments where radiation levels can become far more serious. The danger comes from multiple sources. Solar radiation storms can erupt suddenly from the Sun, releasing massive waves of energetic particles capable of damaging human tissue, increasing cancer risk, and interfering with electronics. Even more dangerous are galactic cosmic rays, particles accelerated across the universe by supernova explosions and other violent cosmic events. These particles travel at nearly the speed of light. Some are so energetic that they can pass directly through spacecraft walls and human bodies, damaging cells at the molecular level. Over long durations, exposure may increase risks to the nervous system, cardiovascular health, and even cognitive performance. Apollo astronauts were fortunate. No major solar particle event struck during any lunar mission. Had a powerful solar storm erupted while astronauts were traveling between Earth and the Moon, the consequences could have been catastrophic. Artemis planners cannot rely on luck. Future crews will require advanced radiation monitoring systems, emergency shelters, and carefully planned mission timelines designed around constantly changing space weather conditions. And radiation is only the beginning. The lunar environment itself presents challenges Apollo astronauts never truly experienced. During the Apollo missions, landing sites were located near the Moon's equator, where sunlight conditions were relatively manageable and communication with Earth remained more direct. Artemis missions, however, are targeting an entirely different region of the Moon, the lunar South Pole. This mysterious landscape contains some of the harshest terrain in the solar system. Towering crater walls cast enormous shadows across the surface, creating regions of near-permanent darkness where sunlight has not reached for billions of years. Temperatures inside these shadowed craters can plunge below -230 degrees Celsius, colder than Pluto. At the same time, nearby peaks may remain illuminated for extended periods, creating violent temperature extremes across relatively short distances. For astronauts attempting to survive and operate in this environment, such conditions create immense engineering and physiological challenges. Spacecraft systems must endure repeated thermal stress. Equipment can freeze or overheat depending on local terrain. Navigation becomes far more dangerous in regions where shadows conceal steep slopes, sharp rocks, and deep craters. Unlike Apollo astronauts, Artemis crews may also travel far greater distances from their landing sites. This introduces a terrifying possibility. If a rover fails, if communication systems malfunction, or if astronauts become stranded far from their habitat, rescue may not be immediate or even possible. On Earth, emergencies unfold beneath breathable air and within reach of rescue teams. On the Moon, a damaged suit or failed life support system can become fatal within minutes. And perhaps no environmental hazard worries engineers more than lunar dust. During Apollo, astronauts repeatedly reported that moon dust behaved unlike anything found on Earth. The fine particles clung to suits, coated equipment, scratch visors, damaged seals, and infiltrated spacecraft interiors. But Apollo missions were short. Artemis missions may involve far longer exposure. Lunar dust is extraordinarily abrasive because its particles were formed through billions of years of micrometeorite impacts rather than erosion by wind or water. The grains are jagged, sharp, and electrostatically reactive. Some scientists compare the material to microscopic shards of glass. Repeated exposure may damage machinery, interfere with air filtration systems, and potentially threaten astronaut health if inhaled inside habitats. Engineers must now design entirely new technologies capable of preventing dust contamination over extended missions. And unlike Apollo, Artemis astronauts will not always have Earth immediately overhead. At the lunar South Pole, Earth may hover low near the horizon or disappear entirely behind terrain features. Communication delays, signal interruptions, and periods of isolation may become common realities of daily operations. For the first time since humans first walked on another world, astronauts may experience prolonged psychological isolation in environments where direct visual connection to Earth itself becomes uncertain. Then there's the problem of dependence. Apollo spacecraft were comparatively simple by modern standards. Missions were carefully limited in duration partly because NASA understood that every additional hour increased the probability of catastrophic failure. Artemis architecture is vastly more complex. Multiple spacecraft orbital stations, docking operations, surface habitats, advanced suits, power systems, autonomous vehicles, and commercial landers must all function together across enormous distances. Every additional layer of complexity introduces new opportunities for malfunction. Artemis 4 will push this complexity even further. Unlike Apollo, Artemis 4 is expected to involve construction and expansion of the Lunar Gateway, a space station orbiting the Moon itself. Astronauts may live and work for extended periods in deep space while coordinating surface missions below. This creates dangers Apollo astronauts never encountered. Long-duration exposure to partial gravity environments remains poorly understood. Scientists still do not know exactly how months spent in lunar gravity will affect muscles, bones, circulation, vision, sleep cycles, and neurological health. The Moon's gravity is only 1/6 that of Earth. It may not be enough to fully protect the human body from the degenerative effects seen during long-duration missions aboard the International Space Station. Even simple tasks become more dangerous under such conditions. A fall on the lunar surface could damage life support systems. Delayed reaction times caused by fatigue or altered coordination could prove deadly during extravehicular activity. Small injuries that are manageable on Earth may become major medical emergencies millions of kilometers away from immediate care. And beyond every engineering challenge lies another reality: distance. Apollo astronauts could return to Earth relatively quickly if necessary. Artemis missions, however, are laying the foundation for something much larger: permanent human operations beyond Earth orbit. Every mission becomes part of an experiment humanity has never attempted before. Can human beings truly survive for long periods in deep space? Can fragile biological organisms evolve for Earth endure radiation, isolation, reduced gravity, confinement, and environmental extremes for months or years at a time? No simulation on Earth can fully answer these questions. Only real missions can. That is why Artemis is not merely a return to the moon. It is a transition into an entirely new era of human existence. An era in which astronauts no longer travel briefly into space before returning safely home, but begin learning how to live away from Earth itself. And for the crews of Artemis 3 and Artemis 4, that transformation will involve dangers more profound than anything faced by the Apollo generation. Because this time, humanity is not simply touching another world, is attempting to stay there.